Welcome to the Greg's Review Show Today we're going to talk about a very, very important topic this week that we've been really following, and it's dealing with scammers online. That's what we're talking about. Today we're going to talk about what's romance scams and how to prevent them. How to prevent them from you and the YouTubers from getting scammed. Thumbs up, like and share this video. Please help support us through Cash App. That's GRC mantrap. You can support us with 50 cents, a dollar, whatever the Lord puts on your heart to help support us through this great message that we're giving out. So without further ado, let's get into this video. And when I won't hold back when we get this thing started. So without further ado, let's pump this video up. Here we go.
As part of a CBS News investigation, Anything for Love, we're taking a look into the cold-hearted, insidious world of romance scams, a crime where scammers court unsuspecting victims on the internet in order to deceive them into sending them large sums of money.
Jessica Albert is in your corner tonight, uncovering the truth about these scams and how you can protect yourself from them.
She spoke with a victim who has never told anyone about what happened to her until now.
For the first time, Anne is sharing her story. WJZ spoke with her by phone.
You've got to be wary, and you've got to do your fact-finding and make sure that it's legit.
We've changed her name and disguised her voice to protect her identity. Her story starts in 2021 during a vulnerable time for her. Right after her husband of 50 years passed away, she joined a dating site.
I was contacted by this gentleman who said he was an engineer out of Europe, and he was working on an oil project, and this was the last project that he was going to retire.
At first, things with her new connection were going well. They spoke on the phone daily.
Within about 3 weeks, he sent me this lovely floral bouquet in a basket, and it kept getting stronger and stronger, and I thought, this is not bad.
But about a month in, things took a turn. Anne's new romantic interest told her there was an emergency at his job and he needed money, which she sent.
It was over $100,000.
Anne is one of tens of thousands of Americans who fall victim to romance scams every year.
Typical romance scams affect people that are retired age is where I see most of my victims. They're usually widowed or divorced later in life.
The FBI investigates these scams, which are often run by large international organized groups. Agents in Baltimore assigned to the Complex Financial Crime Squad tell WJZ most scammers deceive their victims using the same script and tactics Anne's alleged scammer did.
They're overseas, they can't meet you face to face, something happens and they need money and then it just snowballs. The person that they meet online is very attentive, very affectionate, gives them constant attention. And for somebody who's vulnerable and, has gone through a death or a divorce, it's really wonderful in their life and they start to trust this person.
The story just kept getting embellished and embellished and embellished. It was just amazing the way the story was crafted to such a degree. And it was believable.
I can't believe how sophisticated this all is.
I mean, who would have thought that anyone, any kind of unscrupulous person, could come up with this kind of detail and this kind of an organized story?
According to data from the FBI, in Maryland last year, 325 victims lost $8.8 million to romance scams, a slight decrease from 2022 when 350 victims lost more than $15 million.
I'm hoping it's because of all of the prevention we're doing like this and the education that we're doing in the community, but it is still a really huge problem.
The FBI says to look for red flags like the scammer not being willing to meet face to face. You should also always keep all communication on the dating site you're using. Reverse image search the person you're talking with and take things slow. If you fall victim to a scam, report it immediately to your bank and the FBI's Internet Crimes website.
Is money ever recovered following these scams?
In my estimate, only 10 to 20% of victims actually report. And the most common reason for this is just embarrassment, frustration. they've lost everything.
Apparently, I'm not the only one.
Anne says she was able to get a little over $10,000 of her money back after she reported what happened. She's never shared her story with any of her loved ones, but is speaking with us and hopes it's keeping others from going through what she did.
People, especially women, need to be aware that if you're in a depression or if you're really down about something, you need to recognize that you're there, and you need to recognize that that's not the time to stop being wary.
Our reporting doesn't stop here. On Tuesday, we dig deeper. You'll hear from a former romance scammer. In the meantime, if you'd like to know more about romance scams, just head to our website, WJZ.com. Jessica Alpert for WJZ.
We're going to stop there, YouTubers. As you can see, there's a lot of scammers out there on these romance dating sites. And so you got to be very, very careful who you talk to and what kind of, never send any kind of money, never get any personal information out. Be very, very vigilant when you're on these sites and be very, very, very careful. Because if you're not, these cats will sweep you off your feet and they can take thousands and thousands of dollars from you overnight, just like that. They can clean you out of your life savings, your retirements. They can just clean you out. So this is something that I thought I would bring this to our YouTuber family. I have one more video probably tomorrow, and that'll be it. And I just thought I'll get this information out there to you guys. So thumbs up, like and share this video. Again, help us through Cash App. That's Cash App, GREC $mantrap. Any donation, we greatly appreciate it. And God bless you. And hopefully next week I'll come up with another great video. And if the Lord say the same, I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.